And unfortunately, I have to run on the set right after this, unless they kill me, Tony.
What?
Unless they kill my weather hit, I'm going to have to run on the set. So you might have to introduce.
Who is she?
She is. Tony looks already.
Allison Felix.
Already perturbed with me.
Allison Felix is the highlight of the Hangout.
Not Allison Felix. I meant Jillian Rose Reed.
Oh, Jillian Reed.
Jillian Rose is the star, one of the stars of the show called Awkward on MTV.
I don't want.
I know you don't watch it, Tony.
I don't either.
Oh my God, Tony is back. He's supposed to be well rested and sweet to me, but he's not. He is the same as he ever was.
Should be a kid then, was she?
Yes, he ever was. What is that song from Devo? No. Who sings that
I
song?
am Devo.
Okay, so here she comes. Now I'm gonna go in and do my weather hit.
You're gonna come over and take. You're gonna come back and take over this interview.
What? Are you saying that?
Tony's
in that
panicking.
specific way or
I'm over it.
shock? Oh my God. Okay.
Is there anyone in our hangout who knows me?
Do you guys?
I'm looking stuff up now.
I think so.
Well, I'm not sure if they're going to cut my weather. Let me just double check, and then you may just have. Never mind, Tony. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, they cut me, Tony. You're saved. You're saved.
Oh, you got away with that, Tony.
Did you just kill me?
I did.
You murderer of weather.
So I'll just take this opportunity to say hello to everybody because I'm going to be kicked out. You know how Marie is. She's unceremoniously kicks me out of the hangout whenever she gets her little guests. And
What?
Tony's so angry.
What have you done with the real Tony?
Tony's angry, right? See, even Joy can hear it.
No, I'm not the quintessential angry black man. Really, I'm not.
Why are you so angry? Why are you so angry? What's going on?
No, I'm good.
Did you not have a nice weekend?
I did. I had an extended weekend. I was off for 2 days. Did you guys miss me? In fact, I'm stunned that not a single one of you has yet said, "Tony, we miss you so much." Really? Do I have to beg you?
I said it. Nobody listened.
I'm waiting.
You just said gunman. You do look like you lost some weight, Tony.
I did.
Wait, what was the line again? Line?
Yeah, I noticed Tony didn't say he missed us.
Who's the smart aleck who said that? Who was that? Okay, I'll get back to you guys later on that.
Don't threaten us.
Hi.
I'd like to introduce you, Jillian Rose Reed.
Jillian,
so
hi.
nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you. My hands are cold.
It's okay.
Sit down. Come join me. Excellent. I was just saying hello to everyone. We're just coming into the room now. This is our Google Plus Hangout. Have you heard of the Google Plus Hangout before?
I have not. This is my first time.
I like it when we get the first timers. Okay. So here's the camera right here.
Okay.
And here is our microphone.
Very cool.
And we may get a few more people that will pop up here.
Okay.
In fact, let me take care of something really quick.
Okay.
It's very casual, by the way, very informal, and it's kind of like a window behind the scenes of what we do here at Fox 11. And so just have fun. You'll see people like getting on the set, yell across the room. That's crazy.
Awesome.
But anyway, okay, so we get to hang out with up to 9 other people here, they're from all over the world, and these guys are really good guys, and you'll see, like I said, a couple of faces pop up. We've hung out with them many times before.
Okay.
And not only that, but this is broadcast live to our YouTube channel, so
very nice.
It's broadcast to the whole world. Practically.
Awesome.
This
is
very
cool.
Awesome?
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, so let me introduce you to everybody.
Okay.
This is our microphone. Okay. So, hey, good morning. Happy Monday. It's Maria from the Fox 11 newsroom here in Los Angeles, and here in our hangout this morning, we are joined by Jillian Rose Reed.
Hello.
From the show Awkward on MTV. In case you're not familiar, Jillian is going to tell us about her role on that. Plus, we've seen, you're a familiar face. We've seen you in a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, done some good things.
yeah, many good things. So we'll talk to you about that. And see, Lisa just got on the set here, so this is what I'm talking about. Like, sometimes I have to
Be quiet.
And if you're watching on air, please plus and comment because we love to hear from you guys, okay? And tag me or anyone else in the Hangout. We'll try to get your question out to Jillian. So if you have a question, just let me know and I'll get to you. So anyway, by the way, before I forget, Jillian, we have a fan, Marcella, who's a huge fan of yours and was wondering if she could get your autograph.
Yes, absolutely.
So before you go,
I'll do that.
before we forget.
Okay.
She's the daughter of one of our engineers here.
Oh, that's so awesome. I wish I would have brought a picture or something if
Oh,
I knew.
Oh, I know. Next time.
Next time.
We have big fans here.
Very cool.
Anyway, so let's talk about Awkward first of all. MTV. What's your role and what do you do?
I play Tamara. She's Jenna Hamilton's best friend. Jenna's our main character. And I describe Tamara as just the sassy, quirky best friend. She's kind of the best friend that you always want to have. She's always there and kind of the get back up on your horse type of girl, but she's funny. She has no filter, so she's extremely sassy.
Oh, excellent. Like that in real life at all? Or
I'm a little sassy in real life, a little bit of myself in the character somewhere.
Sure, that's fun. I'm so sorry. I feel so remiss. I didn't introduce you to everybody.
That's okay. Let's do that.
That's so terrible. It's usually the first thing I do. So you guys, I'm so sorry. Okay, here we go. This is Justin. He's hanging out from Brighton in the
Justin.
UK.
Hi.
This is Laurent. He's in Paris, France.
Ooh,
right now.
that's awesome.
Right.
Hello.
He always gets that reaction. I love it.
I'm sure he does.
We have Paul, who's hanging out from Rhode Island.
Cool.
We have Trev, who's also in the UK. He is in
Trev.
Yorkshire.
Hi.
And we have Anthony, who is hanging out from Sacramento, California.
This is awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's really, we have a lot of fun with it. I certainly do because I get to travel around the world vicariously through these guys.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, Anthony, you're just joining us. Like, we're talking to Jillian Rose Reed. Jillian is on the show called Awkward on MTV. So we've actually seen you. I just pulled you up here on my computer.
There I am.
I know, isn't it weird? Isn't it awkward to like see yourself on IMDb or to Google yourself?
Yeah.
I've asked our guests that sometimes, and most of them have, and then a couple of people have said, "No, I never do that." I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, right. Yeah, totally. I'm sure they do.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course. So you are on Awkward on MTV, but you were on LA Vampire.
Yeah.
Weeds.
That was my first like big TV show that I got to work on. So I did about 8 episodes over 2 seasons, which was really awesome.
Gosh. Now, where are you from originally?
Michigan.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I grew up in Michigan, moved here when I was about 12, and I was going back and forth for a long time. And then when I was 16 and I booked Weeds, that's when I moved here permanently.
Did you always know that you wanted to be an actress?
Yeah,
even
always.
at a very young age?
I started at 7 in musical theater, and I knew that there was nothing else that I wanted to do.
Really? Wow. So did your parents move you out here for this reason?
Yeah, they are. I have the most supportive family in the world, and they gave up a lot for me to be out here, so I owe them everything. They're
That's
wonderful.
Incredible. Now, do you have siblings that are also in the industry?
I do. My little brother is also an actor. His name's Robbie Tucker. He was actually on last week's episode of Awkward, so that was really fun for me. He played he actually had to flirt with me a little bit, which was really weird.
Awkward. That is truly awkward. Ew.
Yes, it was super weird.
Oh, because you didn't play brother or sister.
We didn't play brother and sister.
Oh, my God.
So he had to say
Strange.
things, but we're just super supportive of each other. So when we read the script, we were like, you know what, this is really funny, so we're just gonna go for it, and we did it, and it was weird and awesome.
Gosh, that would be weird. I couldn't even imagine like doing that, playing a scene with my brother like that.
Yeah.
Yes, Paul. Yeah. Hi. What's your question?
Jillian, what would you say is your the most interesting professional experience that you had so far?
I would have to say it was working on Community. Getting to work with Joel McHale and Chevy Chase was just such an awesome experience. And I didn't have a huge part in that episode, but I played this group of high school kids who came to take some summer classes, and they were really mean to the characters on the show. So I got to do a lot of physical comedy and a lot of like weird things. I don't know if anybody has caught that episode, but we started this fight with the main characters, and it was like this duh battle. So we basically just looked at each other and went duh like the whole time, which was just so funny and interesting to work on.
Now, do you have a I'm sure you have a wish list, but like, what is in your future? Like, what would you like to do?
Well, up until this point, I've done so much comedy, which I just feel is in me. It's just what I want to do. But I would love to do something a little more dramatic. I've always wanted to be on some kind of like CSI show or something, I don't know, where maybe I get murdered. Something really awesome.
Okay, yeah, that would be fun. Justin, just for,
You said about starting off.
Justin, will you murder her?
No. No.
Please.
I'm too far away.
World's
I'm
most
in
awkward
England.
question.
Go, Justin.
There's the pond in between us. It's difficult to do that sort of thing. You said about starting off in musical theatre. Would you go back to doing that if you had the chance?
Yes, absolutely. I think it's not something that I want to do right now, but maybe down the line in my career. My dream is to star as Roxy in Chicago.
Oh, wow. So you have a voice, too.
Yeah.
So cute and got a voice. I was just saying that on the side. I wish I could sing.
Yeah.
Okay, did I get everyone's questions? We got it in? Okay, so listen, Jillian Rose on Awkward, MTV, what nights is that usually, or what
Thursday nights,
Thursday nights.
10:30 on MTV.
Thursday nights at 10:30 on MTV, you guys, if you're watching on air. Thanks so much for hanging out.
Thanks, guys.
Wait, can you
Nice to meet you, Jillian.
Nice to meet you, too.
someone take a photo of me and Jillian? Do you mind?
Yeah.
Here's the camera. Thanks, you guys. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Oh, and don't forget to I'll be back for Marcella. Oh, that would be so nice. But it would go for Francisco, Francisco's daughter.
Oh, is
So
that
he just
oh,
yeah,
okay,
Francisco
yeah.
watches, or his daughter watches. Not well, he
Yeah.
may watch. I don't know.
Okay.
Thank you. And see, this is our this is like our time card that we use here. So definitely like
Sign
Yeah.
a time card. Very
Thank
cool.
you. You're very sweet. Thanks for stopping
Thank
by.
you so much. It was so nice to meet you.
We'll see you soon.
And we took some pictures, and so you'll
Very
see
cool.
those.
Oh, we're gonna tweet
I
it,
tagged
yes.
you, I tagged MTV.
Awesome.
I tagged the show.
That's really cool.
Instagram, you'll see them flow through your stream.
Yes.
And I got a
Thank
couple
you.
of shots of you on the
Thank
set
you.
too.
Oh, very
So
cool.
I emailed that to our web guy, and he'll tweet you out also.
Okay. What's Live Meme? What's that app? Live Meme app. Paul just downloaded it.
And I just saw Allison Felix in the hall. So she's
Looking good?
thank you.
Oh, look at that. I like that, Paul. That's awesome.
It's the meme generator.
I want a meme generator. I wish I could download all this kind of stuff. I can't do it here. It's too, like, scary. My stream last Friday was terrible, Shaka. It would not focus. For the first two guests, I think it was fine. I don't know if you remember, Trev. And then, like, the last guest with Betsy Johnson, it was just all freaked out. And I don't know. I thought at first maybe it was because of her, because it had all these colors and stuff going on.
It's bang on now.
It's better now, huh?
I think it was because the camera was missing me, and the camera was crying.
That's what it was. It was,
I prefer it if
lost.
The camera was missing.
It was
What?
lost.
It was missing you a little bit.
I'm surprised no one's talking to the. I'm surprised no one's mentioned how Marissa was here on Friday and how awesome it was.
That's funny. I'm from
And how the
France.
universe almost broke.
It
That's
did,
a-
didn't it? It was weird watching that.
Well, look, I mean, I rarely
Oh,
go
and then
there.
Melissa joined the Hangout. Melissa actually came into the Hangout, so she was one of the peeps.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, how weird is that? Campton came in and he nearly like blew his head out. He's like, "What is going on?" And, like,
Mind blown.
he was. I'm like some, different. What do you call this? What did they say? My brain. It's still Monday. Like some other parallel universe.
I like parallel universes.
Yeah, there's some parallel universe.
I believe there are
universes.
parallel universes.
I started watching that
No.
thing that you sent out, Trev, from was it some Dr. Matsunaga or something? What did you send out?
Well, Michio Kaku.
Oh, that's it. That's
Yes.
Matsunaga.
Yeah, that's watch it. It's good.
It is. I started watching and I saved it to my like Marie saves. So I'm gonna go back and watch it because it's like 35 minutes long.
About 40, yeah.
40
Something like
minutes,
that.
yeah. So I still have to go back and watch the rest. But it's fascinating, isn't it? I mean, when you think about how infinitesimal we are compared to like
We're nothing, yeah, absolutely.
nothing. We're nothing.
But we're also everything.
We're nothing, but we're everything.
But we still stress out about our student loans and petty trivial.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. It's meaningless. You know,
Yes.
the entire existence of the human species is meaningless when it comes to the
Do you remember
vastness
the
of
first Men in Black, the movie, the first Men in Black, how at the very end, like they're putting their stuff in their locker, and it pulls back wider and wider and wider and wider and wider, and it's like they're like teeny weeny little thingies.
Yep.
In this crazy large universe. Anyway.
We're all infinitesimally small.
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
Was that your best Sean Connery, was it?
That's my best Sean Connery.
Well, I knew you were meant to be, so it was good enough.
You know, I tried.
It's not bad. It was.
I've spent much
was
time
that?
with my buddies sitting around and mimicking
Was that
people.
your phone? Was that your phone?
That was my phone. That was my Transformer sound effect.
Oh, I was like, what?
Yeah. I have a Transformer
What is that
sound
coming from
effect
your
on my phone.
pocket? I heard laughter coming out of your pocket.
Whoa, what's going on in
Yes, that's what I
Shaka's
was.
pocket there?
Come on down
It
there.
makes a change. Most people normally laugh at what I've got in my pocket, but we won't go there.
You guys.
I don't even know. I tuned out because I didn't even want to go there. I'm a nice Southern gentleman, and we don't discuss such things.
Of course you are, Shagger.
Hey,
I think
Shaka.
everyone should download this meme app because I'm loving all the different.
We can do like a whole sentence across the bottom.
Yes, you could do an entire like poem across the board here for Alice and Felix.
Right, I'll be back in a second, people. I just need to phone my wife. She's just sent me a message. So.
Somebody was asking me a
Justin,
question.
yes.
Who was asking me a question?
Yeah, Shaka, I'm coming to paint you on Friday.
Oh, why
Body
not?
paint you.
But he body paints. He's
You
like
better be a lot of paint because I'm really
Naked.
out of shape.
I have
I'm
plenty
out
of
of shape.
paint.
That's a lot of gut.
naked painting.
So
I know
we've
you
all-
thought I was going a different place at first, but no, it's the gut.
I'd like to be painted.
We've all
You don't have
chipped
to
in. We
wear-
want him to
you
do
don't
you
have
in
to wear
high
shit.
glass.
Bring a roller brush.
But Paul, do you have to be naked then? You have to be, yeah.
I don't have to be naked. I never have to be naked.
No, not you.
Well, and the awkward music goes up another point.
I'm a little ashamed at the way this hangout is going. The direction.
No, it's art.
He chimes in.
It's art.
It's-
Art.
It's art, Tony. Just because
Why
it's not
are
in a
you so
museum doesn't mean it can't be art.
It's art.
I don't know that my virgin ears can take this.
Oh, please.
Well, look, there's
Oh,
paint.
You're not
It's
so
art.
innocent, sir.
It's just a naked Shaka. There's nothing scandalous
Just the
about it.
body. It's just the body.
There's nothing to be ashamed of the body.
I will
Well-
shave my head and you can paint that, but
You won't be needing a loud T-shirt on Friday.
Do
a
you
loud
use
button-up.
paintbrushes, Paul, or do you?
I use an airbrush. I use airbrush.
Oh, an
mostly.
airbrush.
Why are you picking to Shaka? I mean, if you look at the three on the screen, I mean, no, but
I could do like a mural with the three of them, right?
no, I could do, I suppose.
Connecting artwork going across all three of them. I'll
No.
paint a live meme
we'll see
on
if
the
we
three
can
of
bribe
you.
Maria to sit in for me because
no.
I think she'd be a much more interesting subject.
No
But
Photoshop.
I'm gonna show up there, and none of them are gonna be there on Friday. They're all gonna call.
We don't-
So, can you prefer to put Paul on the list for
Yeah.
Friday? Or
Yeah.
now, Paul, what time are you planning to come in? Because we
Whatever
start playing
time you want me to.
Like at 8? Is that good?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Okay.
I have to get the address and stuff from you.
That is a freaky ring,
is
dude.
Dude, my
really
ring is
freaking
awesome.
ring.
That
I
is
have-
a freaky
I edit that
ring.
time.
I have that same
That's
one,
noise from my
Shaka.
childhood.
What phone is that?
This is old. This
That's
is a
that's
Samsung
not-
Epic 4G.
Oh,
You don't want
This is
that.
the Galaxy S. We're
Nepal,
already on the
where are
S3.
you? Where are you?
He's in Rhode
I'm
Island.
in Rhode Island.
Okay.
But he's coming here to LA.
Do I ask? Oh, that's right. You're the guy that we have to warn security about. Okay.
He's
Yeah.
the body. He's the body painter. The body. Body
Okay,
painter.
so for those of you that didn't hear it, this is whenever I get a text message, this is the sound.
Wait,
Yeah. I
And it
put that on my
vibrates.
wife's phone.
it sounds like sounds a bit fast.
It
Like the
is.
pitch. Yeah.
Okay, I have to go to
For the Transformers?
Yeah. Is it sped up?
That one is an actual sound
Go to the
clip
bathroom.
from the cartoon.
Is that what they call it?
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Because I watched the first film and I haven't bothered with others. So I mean,
Hold on.
So are we not gonna do him then?
Yeah, we're not gonna do him now.
Oh.
If you don't mind.
No, I don't mind because he's been here before. If you're watching on air, Alexander Ludwig cannot make the hangout. It's fine. He actually.
Anthony's fault.
It's Anthony's fault. He was a nice guy. He was very sweet.
you were a nice guy, yeah.
I'll be right back. Yeah.
Is that that was your he's cut? That was your he's cut gesture? It looks like you're actually slashing someone's throat.
Well, he's doing it in the emperor way, isn't he? The old Roman emperor.
Yeah, I mean, it looked quite threatening, actually.
Actually, it was taken from because we were having this discussion last night. We were talking about Van Damme movies, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I love those old Jean-Claude Van Damme movies.
Me too.
So we were talking about the
Blonde Mr.
buffoonery
Hangout.
with which black people were presented in both of his fighting movies that I didn't particularly care for.
I don't even remember
In
that.
Bloodsport, the one African American or black fighter on the stage did monkey style.
I don't remember that.
No. But he didn't just do monkey style. He did a different fight, a different animal for each fight.
No, that first dude did the first one did monkey style. There was a Chinese fighter who did different animal styles.
Right, okay.
But the one black guy did monkey style.
Really?
Yeah, and then in The Quest, which was basically Bloodsport Part 2, it was the Bloodsport reboot, for more or less. The one black guy in there they had him dressed up as an African fighter, which not a problem. But then they had him do this little dance before he fought, and like he didn't have any cool line. He just looked at the other guy and went,
what did he do?
So like, really? That's
they
the
had him
best
do
we
like
could do?
the Shaka Zulu.
Yeah, it was like they had him do like a little tribal dance, and then
But that dance, I mean, that could be like. But do you not see that as like it could be like the All Blacks? When the All Blacks play rugby,
Just
they
a
do the
little sensitive.
I'm not being. I'm not. No. Here they have all these other dudes that
Doing
bad,
cool stuff, doing
yeah.
really cool
and
stuff.
then here comes like what is all that? It just wasn't even. It wasn't cool. I mean,
How old were you when those movies came out?
When Bloodsport came out,
Bloodsport was awesome.
I was in probably junior high school.
And you were offended even then.
Yeah, well, see, it was the way I was raised. My father,
That's right. I forgot you had this very Afrocentric father. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking at these guys going, can the black guy have got another style other than monkey style? I mean, really, that's
Okay. Well.
See, I didn't even notice, but I was a 10-year-old white kid, so I wouldn't notice anything. You don't really notice racism when you're a little kid, do you?
I was an adult black male since I'm considerably older than Shaka, and I didn't even notice it.
Well, even at a very young age, I'd been through some interesting experiences, so I was kind of sensitive to those things. I remember one time I was, I was 13 years old, 13 or 14, and we were moving to the suburbs, and so we were out
Suburbs
one weekend
of
Los Angeles. Well, not Los Angeles necessarily. Inland Empire, Chino Hills.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So we were moving out there, and that's where my parents were looking to move. So we were out looking at model homes. Because when they do that tract housing, they have like 4 models set up that look like whatever the plan.
We weren't living out in Chino Hills then, were we?
Yeah. Well, no.
No, I don't think
that was when the whole urban sprawl thing happened.
When I
like
say
right at the crux of
we
it.
weren't living in Chino Hills, y'all know what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not talking about Marie.
You when you ask those questions, is there something wrong with my hair?
Yeah. So we were walking around looking at the model homes, and this little 8 or 9-year-old kid looks up at us and says, "Look, mommy, N-word."
What?
Yes. And so, I was kind of sensitive because I've dealt with those things.
Yeah, sure.
And plus,
this is what you're talking in the 90s as well, right?
What's that?
You're talking like in the 90s as well. It wasn't.
Yeah, that was the 80s. That was the late. Yeah, we moved out there in like 87.
So you guys did move out there, though.
Oh yeah, we moved out there.
And
That's one thing. Everywhere I've gone in my life.
Oh, Alexander.
Okay, excellent.
He's on right now, so should we bring him
He's
in?
Hunger Games, dude. Yeah.
Are you weather?
I have weather at 9, but he's been here before. So maybe Tony, do you want to talk to Alexander?
But everywhere, pretty much, my parents were
I don't know him.
kind of the upper scale of middle class. We're kind of upper middle class growing
He's
up.
on what?
So I went like a lot of places my friends
play
didn't
on
go,
Hunger
and a lot of the time the places I went,
Oh, he
we
was
were
the
the only,
was the
if
bad
not
boy.
one of the only, or the only like black family there. Like we used to vacation in Carmel a lot. And in Carmel back in the 80s, I remember there were no black people in Carmel.
I'll start him out.
So, we'd just be walking around and
I'll
it just
start
was
him out.
nothing for us. So I know people, like I have black friends who are like, well, I don't go into that area because there's not enough of this kind of people or that kind of people. But I just grow up not giving a crap. It's like I'm going to go where I want, and wherever I want to vacation is where I want to vacation. And I just really I'm not uncomfortable anywhere. I'm comfortable.
We don't really understand that concept, to be honest. It's not. We don't really get that.
Yeah.
I have a white area and a black area. We don't. It's not really. I mean, we have areas where there's more of a concentration of a particular race, but it's not like you wouldn't go in there.
It's that way here.
There's still some parts of this country where literally that whole idea of the other side of the tracks is very, very prevalent.
Yeah, even in Chicago, which is where I'm from.
Yeah, I'm from Chicago too.
Okay, so Chicago, which still probably has the reputation of being
definitely. You don't go on the south side if you're not black. You don't.
Or
heck, if you are black, you may not want.
And there are certain parts, even though of the south side, that you like the area around Comiskey Ballpark, which is Chicago White Sox. I wouldn't be caught there after dark because that could be very dangerous
Hispanic,
for me.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, anything that's if you're on any numbered street or deep south side, you get out of there.
You know what?
To go.
Do you guys know Alexander Ludwig?
Well, we spotted him before, and he's quite good in the Hangout. He's not.
What is he here for, Maria?
Hunger Games is on DVD.
Oh, that's the reason. Okay.
DVD release.
Oh, you guys saw Hunger Games. Hey, Kempton.
Yeah. Hi. Good morning, Tony. Morning, Maria. Hi, Shaka.
You all saw Hunger Games, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No? Well, no, Trev. Why do I bother asking you, Trev?
I watch movies. I do watch movies.
Yeah, but not that one.
No, I watch. I have a very sort of small selection that I have every year that I really want to see.
Trev, I am just absolutely amazed at the breadth and depth of your knowledge, since you hide under a rock all day, every day. I don't get it.
Well, I do read. I have parchment that it's written with a quill.
Depends how well furnished your rock is, doesn't it?
As long as the rock has the internet, you're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Tony, I have a serious question.
What?
Is it better that I sit on this side or on that side?
Well, you always make me move when.
I think
whenever I'm talking to a guest, should I sit on this side? Or should I sit on
Well,
that
I
side?
can tell you one thing.
Sit on the other side.
It could just be that you're prettier, but the lighting is better over there. So you look better than I do. But you're gonna look better than I do, even if you had a bag over your head.
Oh, Tony.
Is that an indirect way of...
If the lights were out, you'd look better than Tony does.
Maria, is that an indirect way of asking us which side of you look better? Is that
Well, I think you're asking it. I mean, there's a psychological thing behind it, isn't it? It's like when you go to a restaurant, they serve you from the left.
Well, you guys see how Maria looks right. You see how Maria looks right now, right? You see how you guys see how she looks now.
I think Maria was fishing for compliments.
But the host is always on the right on interviews.
I'm asking, and I'll share it in a second.
Yes, why is that?
Yeah,
The host is always
I
on
like
the
it
right.
this way because they come in from the other side. So from that position-wise, it's actually more welcoming that you can...
Okay, no, there's a reason why that I'm asking is because Alexander is quite fair. And the last time he was here, he sat on this side, and the light really washed him out. So I think for
Bleached
today...
out.
Yeah, for today, I'm just going to have him sit on this side.
It'll be a test. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Everything will crash and burn instantly.
You're right, though. I mean, if you think about all the chat shows, all the late-night chat shows, they're always on the right.
Yeah.
They are. Why is that?
There must be some sort of psychological evidence.
Yeah.
Reasoning behind
I
it.
never really thought about that. So
So the late night shows in the States, the host is always on the right, and
That's
the
what I
same
mean,
for chat shows in the UK
the
as
host
well,
is
isn't it?
always on the right.
We're about to
I
find
know
out why.
Well, I know when you're
Not
watching
always.
TV, you always watch from left to right. What? Are you calling me?
Yeah, I wonder what are the talk shows like in China.
Do you have a hit? Do
You're the dog
you have a
whistle.
hit now, Maria?
Tony, will you sit on this side then, Tony?
You want me to sit on this side?
I'm sorry, you sit on this side.
Well, that's
Go
what I
move your
said.
backside, Tony.
How are you?
Doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. Have a seat.
I'm sorry.
hey.
Here, you're
Good
gonna
to see-
sit. No. Hi, how are you?
And when the music stops, sit down.
Sit here. She's causing problems. I will promise to smooth them all out
But I'll
though
be
for
right
you.
back. We go way
Yo!
We go way back.
Alexander, you know the guys, right?
Oh, the boys. What's up, guys? How's it going?
Yeah.
Hello,
Good to see you again.
All about. So you've done
Yeah,
this.
I love this. I've done this before.
All right, well, let me
Sweet.
just do this little quick introduction. I know we have to have you out by a certain time. So, hey, everyone, I'm Tony McEwing in the Fox 11 newsroom. I'm here with Alexander. Do you say Ludwig or Ludwig?
You know, you can really say it however you want. I actually don't even know how to say my last name. People
Well, you
say
know what?
Ludwig.
Since we have a bunch of Europeans,
Ludwig.
you know how they are. Why don't we go with Ludwig?
Exactly.
So let's introduce you to all the folks. We have Anthony, who is in Sacramento. We have Justin, who is in the UK.
What's up?
We have Kempton, who is in Calgary.
Right.
Oh, yeah, Canada.
And we have Laurent Jean Delepay, who is in France,
I love
in case
France.
you didn't know from my pronunciation. We also have Paul, who is in Rhode Island. And we have Trev, for whom I will interpret because, you know, he's in the UK.
That's awesome.
So,
Oh, yeah.
the last time you were here, you were talking about Hunger Games, which you are talking about right now. I saw it, by the way.
Didn't that Alexander
I-
Ludwig
I-
kid just suck?
I loved you in Hunger Games. I hated you in Hunger Games. Does that,
Yes.
does that make
Okay.
sense? Yes.
Yeah, of course. That's kind of what I was going for. But
It worked.
Yeah, but I was kind of hoping that and some people feel this way is that kind of at the end of the movie,
Mhm.
I kind of wanted a little bit of sympathy
You kind of redeemed yourself a
for
little
the
bit.
character. Yeah, because at the end of the day, he's just one of the other people who's just been thrown into this madness.
Did you find that movie a bit disturbing on some level?
That's probably the sad thing is that I didn't, and maybe that's just
It is sad.
I was always brought up like to the extreme, like I love extreme skiing, like I love like rated R movies. So like when I read this script, it was more just like hell yeah, like I want to be involved in something like this.
Yeah.
It is disturbing to an extent. I can see how people could get weirded out by it.
Well,
but
even
I
with
love
adults,
it.
it
I
would be a
love the
little
idea.
disturbing, but when you're talking about kids, right?
No, yeah, and that's
Yeah.
I get that is disturbing.
But I love the movie. I felt a little ashamed about that.
And I guess it's more disturbing for people who are parents, because I'm the age that you're supposed to be going into
I'm a
Hunger
parent,
Games.
and I was not disturbed by this movie.
No, you're just
Yes!
you're just disturbed. but
My man.
but the caveat there is that Shaka is just disturbed in general. No, so you're here because Hunger Games is being released on DVD. Is that it?
Exactly, yeah. So you guys should definitely check it out. Hopefully you like it. There's like a bunch of cool special features that I think you guys all like if you enjoyed the movie.
Is there an
I'm
interview?
sorry
with
I
you?
had to be in it to ruin it for all of you.
Is there like a special interview with you on the DVD or anything?
The special commentary.
Yeah, yeah.
There's like a bunch of There's like a weapons feature that I do with the some stunt people and the props because they really came up with all these crazy futuristic weapons that nobody ever thought of. So it's cool.
All right, I'm going to let people in the Hangout ask questions, but I'll bring Maria in for that because she's much prettier to look at than I am.
Oh, stop it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, get out of here! I love looking.
So
Isn't he pretty? He's a pretty man.
we always joke about the beauty shot, and it's Tony always.
Thanks a lot.
Yes, exactly. All right. So, what did I miss? Did I miss anything good?
Oh yeah, we missed this.
Good.
I mean, good. I mean, really good. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Now, what were you guys talking about? Did I interrupt something?
Just got to questions.
Yeah,
Do you guys have any
we're
questions?
setting up 2 questions. Yeah, I have a question, Alex. Let me go first. Then, so this movie has been so big, and tell us your experience. Has it like get you a lot more roles? And do they typecast you in the same role that you play in Hunger Games style, or like you get to try a lot of different other things?
Typecast as the bad guy now.
No,
You're
that's
the bad guy.
that was no, that was something that I was very very lucky about, and that's why not being in the sequels as Kato is actually beneficial, I think, for my career. So I'm not typecast in that role. For me though, I never saw Kato as a villain. You know, I always saw him as just like, you know, this twisted personality, but you know, he at the end of the day, like he grew up in this environment, and you know, he was trained since, so that's all he's ever known. So like for me, I've always seen it as more of, it's like a tragedy, and like he's more of a tragic character than a villain. But he's but yeah, no, it hasn't affected my other roles. I actually just finished a comedy with Adam Sandler, David Spade, Chris Rock, Kevin James, all the other boys, and Salma Hayek. Yeah, so
Like
and
the
Andy Samberg.
polar opposite.
Yeah, exactly.
And
And it kind of makes fun of that kind of a character. Yeah, he's like this crazy, like psychotic hick, like with all these like tattoos on him, like super like ugly. Like it's like very funny. So I think you guys would like that. And then I got another one. I got another movie coming out, or that I'm gonna be doing soon. But we're gonna release the information very soon. So
all right.
But you guys will like it. It's definitely a guy's movie.
Oh,
Cool.
excellent. Okay,
I
anyone
think,
else have a question? Yeah.
well, just a comment. I think on the typecasting, you're a nice guy. You know what I mean? You come across as a nice guy, and you know that's the thing. In order to be typecast, people kind of have to believe that you are that kind of person. So if you're a nutter, if you're a psycho, like, you know, well, as you say, misunderstood, as in Hunger Games, you wouldn't get typecast if people didn't believe that to be true. And I think because you come across as such a nice bloke, do you know what I mean?
Thanks, dog. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love that word, by the way, nutter. I'm gonna use that.
That's why I chose.
No, yeah, no, and I think. Yeah, and I think that's sorry.
It's okay.
They're recording back there.
They're doing a live show.
Screw them.
Who are those guys? Yeah, no, I agree with you. That's really cool, by the way. Thank you.
See, he's like a pro at the Hangout. Anyway, if there aren't any more questions, Alexander's got to go to another gig. But
does anybody else have anything else they want to ask?
No.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
Can I ask one more?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Right. So sorry, I lost my train of thought. I had a follow-up question to the question that I asked you before. Now I'm trying to press that back. I was asking you about the typecasting and whatnot. But the fame in general, like, do you get like mocked by people on the street now and because of the film? Do they want to ask you like, oh no, I kind of remember the exact question that I had now. Like, you were actually, before the question, you're talking about it doesn't feel strange to you, the role, the script, and whatnot. You grow up in a generation with reality TV and stuff. Is it kind of not killing people is probably too much, but is it the kind of setup that is like normal for your generation, like setting up a reality TV where everything is captured?
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely it definitely like sheds light on like where our society is going, and like there's definitely some symbolism there, and yeah, like with like I'm not a huge fan of reality TV. Like I love like reality TV that like means something, like with like, you know, like with sports, or like with like overcoming.
Dancing with the Stars. Well, yeah, Dancing with the Stars, where they actually go through the training.
Yeah, sure, that means.
But not Big Brother. Like, what's your take on Big Brother? Like, Big Brother is kind of similar in general, where hey, everything is captured, right? The good and the bad, and they edit it. So what's your take on Big Brother?
Well, on
Big
sorry,
Brother.
on
Big Brother.
Oh, yeah.
Style of reality TV in comparison, I guess.
That's kind of like how like the Hunger Games are set up. Is like it's kind of like that whole Big Brother thing. So I think they just wanted to shed light on like how messed up our society could get, but I don't think it's saying that it is.
But I want to just expand a little bit on what Kempton asked, actually, and then I'll let you go because I know you got to go. But he touched on the whole fame thing, because now your life, I mean, it has changed quite a bit, and it's probably going to continue to change, particularly with blockbuster movies that you're going to be doing with Adam Sandler and stuff. Like, how do you shield yourself from the negative aspects of fame and what that comes with, especially in this town, paparazzi? Like, how do you control that for yourself?
The key is, I think, surrounding yourself with people who aren't afraid to kick your ass, because that's important.
Mhm.
Because your head can get so messed up if you have people who just keep sucking up to you.
Mhm.
So I got all my best friends who have known me for since I was a kid. So I stay around them, and wearing a hat is key.
Mhm.
It's very important. So that's about it.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope that you'll come back and continue to
Much
visit
love.
us.
So good seeing you.
You too.
Yo,
you
guys,
too.
you're the man. Yo, so pleasure meeting you guys. Have a good one.
Yeah, great missing you. Good to see you.
Thank you so much. See you later.
Kempton, you're cool. You lost your mojo, man.
Yeah, right, yeah. The problem of eating at breakfast and late to hang out,
I
yeah.
noticed that, Kempton.
Your question was a train wreck.
Yeah, exactly. What was my question? But then I asked the question, and then what was it?
You're like, I lost my train of thought.
Can I tell you guys an excuse? I'm going to Shanghai. I'm going to Shanghai tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
You're going to where?
Shanghai.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
So
you
I'm
know
gonna
what?
miss you guys for a few weeks, 2 weeks. That
You won't. You'll get to Shanghai. You won't
How
even
can we
think
not have a
about it.
hangout without Kempton for like 2 weeks? That seems
Yeah, I'm
impossible.
going to be going to
You have
serious
to do it
withdrawal.
from Shanghai.
Why don't you hang out from Shanghai?
I will try. I mean, I checked the time difference already. I just have to stay up really late.
Yeah,
Which
like-
on a trip, that's okay.
It'll only be about 1 a.m.
2 in the morning or something.
What? It'd only be 1 a.m.
Now it's it's 13 hours different, right? So 1 a.m. in the morning. Hey, I mean, I can.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I'm thinking about I don't get sleep about 5, so yeah, normal people don't.
Yeah, but my concern is the connection and can they get to Google Plus and stuff
Yeah,
like that
I don't know.
in
I
China?
don't
right.
Yeah, I mean, Google doesn't play well in China, right? So
Because they're blocking an awful lot. I know in Thailand you can do it, but the Hangouts on air you can't at the moment for
You
Thailand.
can do a lot of things in
so
Hey,
yeah,
yeah, so
you
I don't
can.
know if
And
I
I've
can
done
join
most of
a-
them, funnily enough.
if I can join a hangout.
I
Yeah.
was watching one of my favorite shows ever. You know, I watch HGTV. I don't know if you guys get it in England, but it's called House Hunters International, and they went to Chiang Mai. They went to Chiang Mai this weekend.
Chiang Mai.
I thought of you. Is that where
Chiang Mai.
your wife is at Chiang Mai?
We live in Chiang Mai province. For 5 years we actually lived in the city though.
Are you?
We did actually live in
Were
there.
you in Da? Is it
In
Da? Da? Is that what it's called? I think
Da.
that's- Yeah, Da. No. Anyway, it just looked so beautiful there, and
Yeah, it is.
how you could get an apartment for like $300 a month.
It depends which bit of Chiang Mai they were showing you, because there's Chiang Mai City, which is still a stunning city, but then it's a very big province anyway, so you've got a lot of rural villages and other things around there, mountain ranges, all sorts of stuff there.
This was right in downtown, it seemed like, and it wasn't the best, but it was still good. It was like $300.
Right in the heart of the city.
We're bringing down Keke Palmer.
Kiki?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
in it.
I've got a mate who lives in Philippines, and he's got a villa.
Right now.
And it costs him equivalent of 200 quid a month. And it's a villa. That's like,
Our apartment didn't cost much at all. We're talking about a month. We were in a little Thai apartment in Chiang Mai, and that was, I think it was about £45 a month.
Phenomenal.
To rent the apartment. That was a month. It was just a one-room apartment with sort of like shower room on it and nothing else. Just one big room and a shower room off
That's
of
what
it. Water and electric and
Yeah.
stuff. That was it. It was about
Yes.
about three. Yeah, it was about.
Well, there was
about
one
45
that they
to 50
showed
pounds.
on the show that I was watching, and it was gorgeous. It had 5 bedrooms, or whatever, 4 bedrooms, 4 bath, in Chiang Mai, and it was like $600, $675.
That's it. I'm moving to Chiang Mai.
It's a beautiful place.
You can eat for like $1, right?
Yeah, there's
And then
some.
the dancing, like they were doing these things with their hands. It was
My
amazing.
stepdaughter's doing a lot of that at the moment.
Yeah, they do a lot of things with their hands in Thailand. I come from.
They do. Especially with the French. I've seen a lot with their hands around the throats of French people, actually.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, and Trav said one of my favorite British words.
What was it?
Nutter.
Nutter.
That's what
Nutter.
Alex was saying. Nutter.
It's the word of the day. Everybody
I
live
do
meme
try and cut down on
nutter.
things like that because there's one that I use a lot, which is cracker. Which when I say she's a cracker, it means, that's the thing. I know it means something completely different.
I heard you say that.
I
Because
like that.
I actually heard you say that a couple of times, and with my guests, and I know they kind
I've
of
said it.
they paused. No, you said cracker.
Have I said it before? Right, right.
No, you were
I
conscious.
like the way
I
that
remember-
destroys Paul each time he hears the word cracker.
But I remember the
Well,
guest
next time Maria interviews a white dude,
and I remember it 2
you have
times.
to say it at least 10
An
times.
American dude. So I don't think it really, but yeah, you have said it a couple times.
Sorry, I do. See, that's the big one because it means if you say, because I normally talk about it with a girl and say she's an absolute cracker. It means she's bang on.
She's
a lovely
good,
looking
right?
lass. You know what I mean? She's,
What does that mean again? She's right or she's pretty? Oh,
it means she's good looking.
Good.
oh
yeah.
good looking. Cracker. Oh.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
is it like
Oh, yeah.
England where you pull those crackers? No, what do you call those?
Yeah.
That's the cracker. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, but that's different. That's.
No, I know, but that's how I associate cracker.
Right.
And,
Hey, guys.
and there was this crime TV show called Cracker too, right? In
There
England.
was
I loved
the
it.
crime
Yeah,
show
yeah.
called Cracker.
Yeah, I love that. I mean,
was cracking.
Robbie Coltrane, the big
That's right, yeah.
lion of Harry Potter, plays it. Right?
But it means
Yeah.
something else in Scotland.
Oh,
Hey guys, M. Monica is trying to get into
From
this
the
hangout.
movie Snatch. It was actually a couple movies, Snatch and Formula 51. They used the term bollocks a lot.
Yeah.
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 See, whenever I want to, I can say that in this hangout because it's not quite as harsh a word in America as it is in England. I don't think it's that. I mean, it's not so much in England, but you wouldn't say it on TV. Whereas I tend to speak as I would on TV, and if in America, I could use the
So in the UK, that's a very harsh word.
No, not really. It's just you wouldn't.
It's not something you'd say in polite company.
Not polite company, but you could say it in everyday speech, and it'd be okay. It's kind of like
You wouldn't say it in front of the vicar.
Even in front of the vicar, huh?
The vicar, I like that. By the way, you guys, speaking of England, did you hear the news about Tony Scott?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was in the
Can
paper too. But
can
yeah,
people
Tony
check to
Scott.
see if they have M. Monica blocked? She can't get into the hangout. She's trying to get in.
how do you check that?
Why can't she get in? I
Go
really
to her
like
profile.
them.
I think someone has her blocked.
Monica, you're always part of my invite
I
list.
don't think any one of us here blocks her, right?
I haven't.
Always happy to see Monica.
What? Is anyone here blocked?
Well, everybody check because you could have accidentally.
I just checked. She's not blocked.
Yeah, let me have a look.
How do I check who I have? I'll put it this way:
Just
I've never
go to
blocked
the
anyone.
profile.
So
let me
yeah.
share her profile link so you can just check.
So by clicking that link, and we'll see if we have blocked her individually.
Well, let's say,
Yeah, I'm sure I haven't blocked her.
yeah, if you have a
sure.
block, they're in block.
That
If
should
you
be
don't,
me.
that's a block.
It is
It'd be
Yeah,
embarrassing if it's
not
me.
me.
I just got a text from my friend who is a massage therapist.
Oh, I want to meet her. It's a her, right?
How do you get there? From here to there, Trav.
Anyway, I was about to say that she's a massage therapist for Ridley Scott and his
Oh,
girlfriend.
wow.
Yeah.
His
and
brother,
so
Yeah.
older
I
brother.
texted her this morning because I knew she was a massage therapist for a Scott. I wasn't sure which one, and she said it's Ridley and his girlfriend, but she said they're not doing well at all. Yeah, she sees them like
Ridley Scott's his brother.
Yeah.
Huh?
I didn't know that. They're brothers.
They're
Yeah.
brothers, yeah. Ridley
Yeah.
Scott.
No,
Yeah.
they're two completely separate entities. Yeah, just,
Right.
Tony
Oh,
Scott
yeah,
did
brother.
True Romance.
yeah.
That was good.
He did
That
Top
movie
Gun.
has
He also,
best bad
he also did one of my.
vibes of all time.
I love True Romance.
The scene
bad
with
guy,
Bill
what?
Copper.
You know, it was written by Quentin Tarantino.
yes.
True
Yeah.
Romance.
Yes.
And it,
It's
can you
very.
imagine what it would have been like if it was directed by him too?
When you watch it, then you go, oh, yeah, that's
That's
like
Tarantino.
quintessential.
Quinton.
Well, especially like I said, the scene between Dennis Hopper and what's his name?
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken. The whole about the Italians and the.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That
I need
is,
to see that again.
it's on
Because he knew he was
it's
gonna
on
die.
YouTube. It's just 10 minutes. 10 minutes of the whole film, which is like, what, 8% of the film is just that. And it's phenomenal. It's one of the best scenes out of any film ever.
Because he was like, he knew he was going to die. So he's like, all right, I'm going to die. Let me go ahead and really screw with this guy's mind before I go ahead and get killed. And it was just, it was a beautiful scene.
So with Tony Scott, like last night I read the various news.
You know how
he jumped off the bridge, right?
He did. He jumped off the Vincent Thomas Bridge, which is a very big bridge here in Long Beach.
He committed suicide?
Yes.
Yeah.
He left a note.
Holy cow.
But
apparently there was a note in his car and also I think at his home.
Do we know now, is he depressed or anything? Or
We don't know yet.
We don't know, right? Yeah.
Nothing's been released yet as to why.
We should ask, actually, Laurent has a lot of contacts here in Hollywood. Have you heard anything, Laurent?
Nope.
Laurent is trying to not laugh.
He knows. He knows everything.
Laurent, you do know.
I don't know anything.
You sure as heck do, dude.
My second name is Switzerland. I cannot say.
You're neutral? You're neutral.
There's Monica.
There comes Monica. What was that about then?
What was that about? Monica.
Sorry I blocked you, Monica. Just kidding. It wasn't me.
Oh. Monica, what in the world?
Don't know what that was about.
Monica,
there she is.
You are always in my invite. Always.
Oh, hey guys.
Daniela.
Hi, Monica.
Hi, Monica.
We don't know what that was about. We all checked.
Yep.
Oh, no problem. Well, I looked at the list of people and I knew that, you know, you're all my friends.
Yeah.
So what happened, do you think?
I have no idea.
Solar
but I've
flare.
learned never to assume a single thing when it could be a technological error.
Makes sense.
I saw your message to me, but I saw it late. Sorry about that, because I was in the Hangout. I missed my notifications, but you're asking me to check.
Oh, no problem. We're in South Dakota today because we've been traveling to visit Nathan's family.
No wonder. I was like, this is a very different view of you. I don't recognize this one.
Yeah, we're in an old school hotel.
Is
It was
that
built in like the
With the
1940s.
old school air conditioning.
air conditioning behind you?
Yeah.
The TV set has knobs.
So Allison Felix is on the set right now, and I think we're going to talk to her right after.
Cool.
Who is still yet to come? Is it just Allison? That's
Allison and
And
Keke.
Keke Palmer.
Keke. All right.
We were supposed to talk to Keke right now, but something happened, so I'm assuming we're going to talk to Allison first, and then Keke.
Maria,
Yes?
I have a request for one of the guests. Could you get anyone from Homeland?
We have.
Homeland.
Yeah.
We have gotten someone from Homeland.
So some more could come. Homeland. That's a good show. Oh, they is
What
the
is that in your hand? What is that in your hand, Laurent? Yes.
That's
What is that?
it's a Nespresso cup.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
The
Have
coffee.
I got time to make a coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, we'll cover you, Trev. We'll cover you.
I don't want to miss Alison Felix though. That's the
You
thing.
have like 2 minutes.
Okay, 2-minute coffee, quick.
You can do press. It's like a minute. What is she watching?
That's an awesome dragon behind you, Justin. Tapestry or a rug?
Yeah, cheers. That's from Chiang Mai out in Thailand. But I think it was probably, from what I could gather, it's made and sewn together and stuff by the Burmese just over the border, and then they sell them all in the Thai markets and stuff.
I'm assuming we're going to get Allison.
Outsourcing.
Yeah.
It's very heavy.
That's what I thought.
I wasn't able to get Keke out of her room.
It's actually very, very heavy.
Groomed.
Monica, it looks like you're peeking from behind Laurent's.
Curtains on the wall. Look at that. Brilliant.
It does look like that.
Yeah.
Like
See
playing
my
a
dog.
peekaboo. Oh yeah, it does look like that.
Wait a
For some
minute.
reason.
Where is 2016 Olympics going to be? Forgot.
Brazil.
Rio, right?
Oh, yeah.
Brazil.
Brazil, Rio, right?
Real.
Rio.
Rio de Janeiro.
God, I bet their opening
see
ceremony is going to be something.
Did you see their teaser in the closing ceremonies? The Brazilian performance.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I did see them passing the flag on or something, right?
I think they did better than the whole London ceremony. That the Brazilian teaser is pretty nice.
It's Brazil.
Pretty good.
I heard that the closing
They bring out the
really
tanned
I
girls
might-
and the
I
big feathers. That's it.
I wouldn't be surprised if I was flown to the Olympics to paint for one of the ceremonies.
That would be cool.
They always do the carnival, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, so
That'd
do you
be
have
really
connections
cool.
there with those people?
Well, there's only a handful of like amazing body painters in the world, and we all know each
And
other.
you're one of them.
You're in
Is
them.
this what you say?
That's what this event that I'm coming for in LA is about. You know, it's about.
Oh yeah, so you're coming to LA to do what?
There's a big body paint event. 12 of some of the best body painters in the world have been invited to paint at this event. And then guests at this event, we're basically eye candy. And then guests at the event are going to be encouraged to paint and or be painted to help break the world record of most bodies painted in one place.
Now, when is this event? Saturday or Friday?
Saturday night, 6 p.m. to midnight, the 25th, at
Now,
the
what is the criteria for
Cooper Design Space.
what's the criteria for you as a painter for the model? What's the criteria?
You're qualified, Maria.
No, I mean not necessarily, but like
Well,
what
it
is,
varies
I'm
from painter to
curious- I'm
painter.
being
For me, I look for people who are extremely charismatic.
See?
Have a great presence. I don't really care about their height,
body?
weight, size, skin
Okay.
color. It's easier to find more attractive models, but I don't discriminate on anybody.
Why do you reckon
some
that
body
is, Paul?
painters
Why-
want eye candy, you know?
See, so
Why do you
you
think
get-
attractive models are easier to find?
Because they're more available on the internet.
Ah,
They have
right. I
portfolios
wondered
and
if it's a
stuff.
confidence thing as well.
yeah,
I
but
think
your
that's a part
criteria
of it,
is charismatic,
Yeah,
a charismatic individual.
yeah.
So their personality.
Someone who's comfortable in front of a camera and can radiate their personality on camera.
Do you prefer them to have body art, no body art, like sort of clean skin?
Oh, that doesn't matter. I can cover.
Doesn't
cover
matter?
anything. It saves me a little bit of time if they don't, but you know, it doesn't matter really.
And then
But
do you
it's a
have
cool
a
event.
plan? Do you have a plan, or do you just use the model as your inspiration and go from there?
I try to use the model as inspiration. That's sometimes harder said than done. Generally, I need to get to know who they are first, so I can
You need to spend
paint.
some time with them first.
Yeah, I need to paint who they are, basically. So I need to learn who they are first. But a lot of body painters use the models almost objectively. They're just the canvas and they paint some decorative design on them.
Oh, okay. Regardless of who is the model.
Right. I try to connect the model more often.
Have you done any celebrity models like
Um,
Victoria's Secret models or celebrity models?
No Victoria's
Not yet?
Secret one. I'm trying to think. I've done events where I painted models for celebrities, but I haven't painted on celebrities.
On model in general, Paul, the like sometimes for painting and for pictures, people with a lot of wrinkles on the face and whatnot would come out really strong, strong character.
Oh, totally.
How does it work with a body painting?
Oh, it would work fine. It would work
No,
fine.
you're just
Yeah.
in time. Allison's coming on right now.
All right. Yeah.
He's walking off
Enough
the set.
about me.
Now, but really, okay, one last question, Paul. One last question.
Yeah.
So women are predominantly the models for body paint,
Yeah. Yeah.
not men.
Stereotypically.
Stereotypically.
It's kind of interesting. I mean, I could talk to you about this for hours, man. I mean,
Really?
you know, like women are concerned about boob size, right? But nothing is worse than the penis. And men are super concerned about penis size, and the world is concerned about seeing penises.
There is sort of a
Americans are more.
Americans have this kind of not prude, but like even don't.
You asked me.
That surprised us.
Well,
say this because we're getting ready to have a guest, but I want
Actually, Paul, I wouldn't be concerned about that. Like, I would be concerned about, I have a lot of scars because I've been ill for a really long time. Like, I have extensive scar tissue on my body. So that's why you always see me wearing long shirts, because there's a lot of scar tissue. Like, when you survive as much as I have, that's the price you pay. So I'm sort of like a burn victim that way. I'm really lucky that none of it's on my face.
Wouldn't that be liberating to have your body painted in such a way,
totally.
Monica? Wouldn't that be amazing?
I've painted people with significant scarring.
Like that would be awesome.
Are you volunteering?
Well,
what would concern me is you not having enough paint.
Silly things that I'm
I'd love to see those paintings, though, Paul, of the other people with scarring.
Yeah,
I'll talk to you. Well, you know, one of my favorite models is Scar, and she goes by the name Scar because she's covered in scars. Yeah, and she's going to be who I'm painting in LA. But she is like,
great event to cover.
her arms are completely scarred, her legs are
Can
scarred.
we show body paint bodies?
Well,
we've done it, right?
We've done it with
right.
like the swimsuit models.
Right, we've shown them
on Sports Illustrated. Now, I don't know if that's completely different.
Like a live model
it's the same
in the
thing,
show?
It's not as
why is that different from being like fully naked? Just I guess because the art.
Well, because you can't really see.
Yeah, you can't really see. When you look at it on especially on 2D, right? You can really see the features that people want to see in a naked picture.
It is
I'm guessing.
That people want to see.
But it's funny, like, because of that whole, you know, the men thing. It's a lot more difficult for me to find male models because most of them are not comfortable being nude.
I can see that.
Don't.
You know, there's a very famous.
I think the male body is beautiful.
There's a very famous painting, but I think it was just photographed by. Well, actually, I think the guy was painted, and then he was photographed by Annie Leibovitz.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
And he's all body painted, but I mean.
But he was ripped.
Everything's there.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the thing. If I had abs, I'd never wear them.
And he was painted.
Never wear a shirt.
I can give you that.
Paul, you may know about this painting. This photograph. He was actually painted to blend in with the room behind him.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Well, there's a lot like that. That's
he was painted to blend in with the room, so he was the same colors as the room.
Wow.
But he was completely
naked.
I think the most famous one, I think I've talked to Paul about this one before, Verushka, wasn't it? It was probably the most well-known ones for
that was the best. Famous too.
Okay, here comes Allison.
Shaka has just said, get up, so I'm leaving.
Where's Keke and Anthony? Okay, they're not here. Oh, there's Keke.
Oh, yeah, right here. You just don't, I assume you don't want to see my
Our
nose.
golden girl, beautiful, very nice to meet you. Congratulations. Please come join me. This is our microphone right here, Allison, and this is our camera. So I'm going to get us all focused in here. And I love it that you brought your gold medals.
Everybody wants to see them always.
Yeah. Well, you know, someone came once. Oh, yeah, no, he left them in the room and he didn't bring them here, but he did bring it on the set.
Yeah, I used to not bring them, then I learned that.
Really?
Nobody wants to see you.
Well, no, they definitely want to see you. Let's be clear about that. They definitely want to see you. Anyway, congratulations and welcome to the Hangout. This is where we get to hang out with a maximum of 10 people in the Hangout, and I can see that everyone is here. Miraculously, everyone is just the
We
last
turn
20
up.
seconds as you were sitting down. Okay, let's just tell you how much they want to see you. So, and not only that, this is broadcast live to our YouTube channel right now. So it's broadcasting to the world on YouTube. So let me introduce you to everybody, okay?
All right.
Good morning, you guys. Hey, it's Maria from the Fox 11 newsroom here in Los Angeles, and we get a special treat today. We have Allison Felix. You know her. She is the three-time Olympic gold medalist for the 2012 Olympics for the 200 meter, and oh gosh, you have so many other medals and to speak of, as well as these three, which, by the way, are in front of me. So we're going to show you that in a second. But anyway, we're talking to Allison today, and let me introduce you to everyone in the Hangout, because I know they're so anxious to say hi to you. This is Trev. He is hanging out from Yorkshire in the UK.
Hey.
Hi, dude.
Paul is in Rhode Island with us.
That's awesome.
Monica is in Boulder, although she's on vacation right now. I think you're in Dakota? I can't remember.
South Dakota.
South Dakota. See. Laurent is in Paris, France right now.
Oh, hello.
He's got that very romantic mood lighting there in Paris. Kyle is in Milwaukee.
How's it going, Allison?
Hey.
We've got Kempton, who's in Calgary, Canada.
Hello, Alison.
Hey.
Justin is in Brighton, also in England.
Nice.
Diano is in Reno.
Hey, what's up?
And Anthony is in Sacramento.
Hello.
Hey.
So we've got full house today. And by the way, if you're watching on air, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you plus and comment and share the link. And if you've got any comments or questions, just tag me or everyone else in the Hangout, and we'll try to get them over to Allison. Okay? So first of all, Allison, we want to see
the medals,
your bling. Yes, definitely.
Right.
Here's okay. Can
Here
I
you
hold
go,
them
those.
too? It's
Yeah.
okay. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, there they are.
Yeah.
They are really
Yeah.
heavy. Each
Yeah, they're a
one
lot
is-
heavier than you would think.
How much do you think each one weighs?
I
This
have
is
no
like-
idea.
This is a good like 3 pounds, I would think.
It's probably somewhere around there, yeah.
Look at everyone is here. I wish you guys could see. Everyone is here. You guys are so many people here hanging out, waiting to say hi to Allison. That is so fabulous. Anyway, so how are you feeling?
I'm feeling
Are you
good.
just like? Are
yeah.
you still kind of in disbelief, or has it all sunk in for
I don't
you?
think it's all completely sunk in yet, but
Yeah.
I think it's getting there, and it's just so good to be home now.
That's right. This is
Yeah.
home for you.
This
Yes.
is home.
You're a Bruin girl.
No, oh no.
Oh, did I say that wrong?
I'm a Trojan.
Oh boy.
Not a good one.
Gosh. Oh
But
my God.
us Trojans are nice.
Oh, see,
Let's start over.
see, I live, very close to UCLA, so I have to say that.
I actually train at UCLA,
Oh.
so you know.
So there you go.
Yeah.
See? Okay, there's not so much bad blood there between the Bruins and the Trojans.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're back home. I know you guys have questions. So
Plenty.
yes, go ahead.
I've got 3 of my own.
Okay, you go the first one. First one.
Wait, it's probably an obvious one. Which was your favourite of the 3, or do you have a favourite of the 3? Because I'll tell you.
Oh, you do have a favorite.
I do have a favorite.
Oh,
so
excellent.
the 200 meter is my favorite because that's my individual event, and that's the event that I had silver twice before.
Mm-hmm.
So it just meant so much for me to actually finally get it and for everything to come together. So I think that'll always be my favorite.
That's your favorite one. Which one is that one?
Let's see.
Oh, it does say,
They
right?
do. That's
oh,
this
they
one.
do. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Paul, go ahead. What's your
Yeah,
question?
I gotta say, I was rooting for you from the beginning. I was like
Oh, thank
super
you.
psyched that you
Oh,
won. I was tensed the whole time because you were up against some serious competitors.
Yeah,
and
it was.
there was that moment where it was like down to the wire, and then you just bolted and kicked their ass, and I was like in my chair, like, wow, I was blown away. But my one question for you, I mean, you got the 2 silvers and then you got the gold. Do you think mentally you had any difference mentally in any of the 3 races, or were you the same focus in all 3?
I think I was more motivated than ever before, just by having those 2 silver medals. And so I don't know if I would have had gold, in 04 or 08, would I have been that determined to get it done. So I think that was the difference with just my mentality going into the race.
They say that people who succeed, they visualize having it. Did you have it before you got it?
I had hoped, and I definitely visualized myself up on that podium.
Do you go through those steps? Because I often wonder about athletes who, think positive, and they can
definitely
see themselves on the podium getting that gold.
Definitely, but you just don't want to do too much because it hasn't happened. You don't want to, take
Jinx
just
yourself.
step by step. You have to get it done. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Kempton, yes, you had a question.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kempton.
I love Canada, but you personally has 3 times more goals than Canada as a country. I have to get that out. But so I want to ask you, in your world record breaking performance in a 4x100, did you guys actually in your leg? Did you have a feel that I think we are getting we're going to break the world record? What was it like? Did you have what was that experience like for you? Anna?
Well, going into the race, we knew that we were really close to the Olympic record, but our mind really wasn't on the world record. So it was kind of a surprise. We looked up and we saw it, and it was just amazing because in track and field for women's sprints, it's very hard to get a world record. So it was probably the coolest moment of the whole games for us.
Yeah, it's 27 years record, right? It's a long
the record
time.
is older than me.
Hey, Monica, Monica, go ahead. You have a question.
Oh, okay. First of all, I want to say that you're also one of my heroes, and I wondered if you'd talk about, you're a role model for so many young girls out there, and I wondered if you'd talk about like that. I realized when I was watching the Olympics that like a lot of young girls, there's a difference between like the way that we view healthy bodies nowadays. Like a lot of young girls, like the number of eating disorders is on the rise. Like they don't exercise. Like there's this view of like a healthy woman that doesn't have any muscles. You know what I mean? That doesn't eat. And like women that exercise actually have muscles and are strong. And so like I really respect you and other athletes that work out and have muscles, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, thank you. I think that was a great thing about the London Games was that female athletes were at such a forefront and we had so much success. And that's a huge passion of mine is just, making sure that kids are getting active again, but also, like you said, that young girls, have the idea of a healthy body image.
Mm-hmm.
And I race against a lot of girls who are very big, but I don't think you need to be that big or have that many muscles or anything. I embrace, being very feminine. And I just think that, strong is beautiful, but it's with whatever body type you have. So as long as you're healthy and moving around and eating right and doing all that stuff, then it's great.
Okay, I'm sorry. I only have time for okay, go ahead. One more question from you, Kyle.
Hi, Allison. Congratulations, by the way. I did see you on Jay Leno the other night, and I just want to see your 21 face in person. Show the 21 face, the 21 second face.
Do it like now, but I think it's just something like.
That's pretty good.
I don't know. I think it only really happens when I race.
Really close. You have to get really close to the camera, and then you get it. Anyway, those beautiful eyes. Listen, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm sorry that we couldn't ask more questions, but Allison, thank you for hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
Will you guys take a quick
fun.
photo? Yay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Allison.
Your gold medals.
My pleasure. All right.
And I know everyone wants to take photos with you, so
Yeah, my
I know
pleasure.
there's like a line of people wanting
It was
to
nice
get to talk
meeting
to
you.
you.
That's awesome, right?
Bye. Thank you.
It's got to be said, watching those Olympics, as much as I was cheering on a lot of the British athletes, and there were some fantastic moments, but for me, watching that relay and watching them break the world record on the relay, that just blew me away.
Because I watched it, I was stood behind my chair, I couldn't sit down, I was smacking it, screaming out.
I was screaming at the TV watching them doing that. And see, right at the end where she was pointing at the world record and shouting as she was still running. Lasting image.
Wow.
You see the paparazzi?
Not many people over there.
I see Anthony in the middle.
That's cool.
Anthony's there, yeah.
No, fantastic.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't think she was gonna win the 200. She like kicked.
Oh no, I mean she was
She was up against like.
Americans though. That's the thing, isn't it?
You guys know about Keke Palmer. What's up, Maria? Hello, gorgeous. How are you? Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Come sit down. Come sit down. This is our Google Hangout.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Allison's just keeping your seat warm for you.
I know, it's so good. It feels so good.
She's awesome, is she not?
Yes, very, very much so. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
I love it. I love that Keke's here with her boys.
I'm so goofy.
No, we love you. Listen, this is our Google Plus Hangout.
Okay.
We get to hang out with 9 other people from all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, this is broadcast live to our YouTube channel, which is broadcast to the whole world.
Wow.
Well, anyone with a YouTube channel.
Right.
Which, who doesn't?
I don't know I really don't know anybody who doesn't.
Anyone can watch.
Go on YouTube.
Yeah, there's nobody.
Right? You gotta be like 100 something.
Yeah. You don't have to have a
Even my
channel.
father-in-law, who's like 84, goes on YouTube all the time.
Mm.
So he has it on his TV now. Anyway, hi, you guys. Let me introduce you to everybody really quickly, okay? There's a lot of activity going on
Right, and this area.
It's kind of like a behind-the-scenes look at what we do here, so there's always going to be activity here. So, hey, it's Maria from the Fox 11 Newsroom here in Los Angeles, and I've got the gorgeous and talented Keke Palmer. I just saw
Thank
your
you.
music video up there. You are hot, girl.
Oh, thank you.
You are. Listen, this is our Google Hangout, and let me introduce you to everybody in the Hangout here. This is Anthony. He's in Sacramento.
Hey.
We got Diano,
Hello.
who's in Reno.
Hey, hey, hey.
Justin is in Brighton in the UK.
What's up?
Kempton is in Calgary,
Hello,
Canada.
Kiki.
Oh, Calgary.
Yes, Calgary,
Yeah.
Canada. Kyle's in Milwaukee.
Oh, Milwaukee.
Almost Canada.
Right. I'm from Illinois. I'm driving there soon.
Oh, Midwest girl. Laurent is in Paris, France.
Hello.
Bonjour.
Paris,
We've got
France.
Monica's in South Dakota right now.
Hello.
Paul is in Rhode Island. And Trev is in the UK as well. He's in Yorkshire.
So
Hi.
cool.
Isn't that awesome? So Kiki, you are doing it all.
Trying, you know.
Music, dancing, acting. I mean, what should we focus on today? Like, is there a premiere of something? What's going on with you?
She's also doing something for good for other folks too.
Yes.
Oh, you're doing something even better. What are we doing?
Well, tomorrow I'm going to be with the Boys and Girls Club, who are very good friends
love
of mine.
them. Yes,
I've worked
yes.
with them in a lot of different charities, but tomorrow we're going to be working with them on their National Back to School Day season, and that's in conjunction with JCPenney. We'll pretty much be giving supplies to kids, and it's in New York, so we'll be giving supplies to kids and also doing an obstacle course, which is kind of symbolic to the school year. So it means if you can do this obstacle course and you have this type of attitude, use that attitude that you had when you did the obstacle course during the school year when it gets tough for you. So pretty much it's going to be just motivating
Good
the
metaphor,
kids.
for what they're expecting. Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. I love anything with kids and stuff like that. I have a little brother and sisters, and then also me as a teenager. I like helping my generation and giving them positive energy and stuff like that. So that's cool.
So great. That's so great. If you guys have any questions, by the way, for Kiki, you just let me know, and I'll go to you for sure. Okay. Oh, Paul. Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, really quick. You said you were from Illinois. Which part of Illinois are you from?
I'm from Robbins, which is a south suburb near Harvey. I was born in Harvey at Ingalls Hospital, and I went to school at St. Benedict's, which was in Midlothian.
All right.
Excellent. Monica, did you have a question?
No, I didn't, but I will actually. Actually, since you called on me, I'll ask about. You mentioned mentoring. What's your favorite part of that?
Mention what?
Mentoring.
Oh, mentoring. My favorite part of that. I think my favorite part of it is. I'm a very empathetic person, so I kind of like putting myself in other people's shoes and trying to find a way to help them deal with different things, because for me that's how I am. I know how I feel when other people care about my feelings, so I want to let other people know that there are people out there that actually care and want to know, if they're okay, and give them reasons to feel better, other than sitting there alone. As a teenager, sometimes you can feel like everything it's all you, and you can just think about your unhappiness, and you kind of can get lost in that because it feels like the whole world, this moment is more than just that moment. And so I like me going through that, knowing and all that type of stuff, I like to get that out to them.
No, so who inspires you? Like, who are the people that you have looked up to?
I look up to my mom.
Yeah.
And then there are other people that I like to look at quotes. There was I remember when I was 15. Yes.
Things like that.
Like I would be really stressed out. I'm like, hey, I started writing in my journal a lot, and I knew that was a good way for me to get out what I felt. I realized that it was easier for me to write stuff down and then go back and look at it later as a different person versus the person that was in that moment. So I said, I'm gonna also look at some quotes. So I started to find quotes, and I found out about this site called thinkexist.com. And so I put in different words and quotes about that word. And then there started to be people that, I just love their quotes specifically. Like, Mother Teresa, I go put in her quotes, and then Buddha, and then also Gandhi. And I would just start to get really good quotes that made me feel good. Like Mother Teresa, I've learned the paradox that if you love until it hurts, there can be no more hurt, only more love. And that's true. If somebody was to be, yelling at you, saying hateful things, if you really told them, I love you and I'm sorry for what I've done to have upset you, I just want to be your friend, that they wouldn't be able to do anything but just be, there's no
comeback.
There's no comeback to that.
It stops you, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, Deanna, go ahead. What's your question?
Hey, Kiki, what's up? I was just kind of curious. What was it like working with Tyler Perry? That had to be a pretty awesome experience. He's a hell of a guy.
Yeah, very much so. I had a lot of fun with him, and this was his first directing project ever that he had first. This is the first one that he had ever directed out of his scripts on screen. So that was really cool to see him in his director mode and just taking control and really getting it done. I mean, aside from me being in it, that's one of my favorite Medea movies, and for that to have been one of the first that he directed, that I think that shows how good he is at what he does.
being so young right now, like where do you see your life in the future? Like what have you set for yourself in terms of your goals?
Well, it's turned into a lot of different things as I've gone and I've grown up, and I've realized what really makes me happy and what I have a true passion for. So there are a lot of different things. You know, of course, I love acting and I love music, so I would hope to be continuously successful in that, or, you know, just happy and content in what I'm doing with that. But then also a new one had come about, which is my mentoring and my just speaking out and stuff like that, and motivation. So that's something that really is forefront in me. So, you know, in the future, I would love to have a talk show, and I would love to, you know, do stuff like that, get out into the community and help in self-esteem and, you know, just self-awareness and stuff like that. That's a big one for me. So that's a new one added to the list.
That's a good goal to have. I think it's really important to be an inspiration, especially to younger ones. Justin, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it was a question about Ice Age Continental Drift.
Yeah.
What was it like providing the voices for that? Because obviously it's very different from acting, because it's just voice recording, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
How did you get on with that?
It was very different for me. I would have to admit it was kind of hard because.
Did you have to go to hair and makeup?
No, I didn't. Thank God. I could show up really looking my true self and my natural habitat.
Natural habitat.
And I look crazy. You guys really don't want to see it, but it was really fun, but hard at the same time. And I got the hang of it as we went on. But you don't know how hard, like natural. You human beings, when you walk around, you do things that you don't realize that you do. Certain breaths that you do. When you do a movement, you do a certain effort with it, and you're not very you don't think about those. You're not aware of those things, but you have to be when you're doing voiceovers. So there will be moments where the characters will be walking and they want me to do walking efforts, and I'm like, what? I don't make any efforts when I walk. But if you really did record yourself walking, you would hear certain type of
change in your voice.
Exactly, changing your voice, changing your breath. So I had to become aware of that stuff. And then there would be moments, like in the movie, for some of you that saw it, there's this point where I fall off of a cliff, and I have to sound realistic, and I also have to sound funny at the same time. So I'm trying to figure out how I would sound if I was falling off of a cliff, and also very nervous about meeting my crush. And I'm like, oh, you know, and I just felt so embarrassed, but I had to become comfortable with it, you know.
Oh, so you were acting.
Yes, I was acting. Acting with my brain.
Exactly. I'm so sorry, but I have to let Keke go because she's got to get going. Yes.
All right.
I love that. Can I tell you guys something really funny? Interviews sometimes give me a headache. No offense. I'm just kidding.
Not this one, right?
Wait a second. What are you trying to say?
But the thing I love the most are Q&As. So it's like I feel like even though Q&A is pretty much our interviews, I think it's just funner when I have an audience and then they ask me questions and I can answer.
Right.
It's funner, so I'm very sad that I have to leave you guys.
Yeah.
Well, you can always come back another time. We'll always.
Yeah, come back.
But is it going to be these guys?
Well, you know,
there's a lot of us that are here.
A lot of times, these are the people that I trust the most.
Okay.
And so it kind of varies, but yes.
Well, good. I want to be seeing all of you cool cats the next time I come over here.
Yeah.
Or here's
some more
a
questions.
crazy idea. Let's try this. How about you sign up for Google Plus and you can do one of these
you can have one on your
own.
Oh my gosh!
And you can hang out like this.
And I could be asking people questions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can have the fun bit. Skip the other boring stuff and have the Q&A.
Photo of me and Keke before we go. Okay, here's the shrimp.
Solid.
Bye. Okay, thank
you guys are so
Thanks a
cool.
lot, Keke.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Just made my day. It's not often I get called a cool cat.
But you always are one.
Oh, thank you, man.
One with a top hat or just cool cat?
Well, see, normally I'm called an old fart, not a cool cat.
Photos.
I'll see you tomorrow, guys. I've got to go.
On your stream.
Take care,
Trev.
Okay, bye, Trev.
Have a good one.
Yeah, and we're about to
Thanks,
get
you
kicked
guys.
out of this
Thank
hotel.
you.
Seriously, they're about to come out and like be.
As much fun as I had in Sacramento, I missed you guys.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, good to see you again,
I missed
Diana.
you guys.
Bet you got your fingers crossed while you're saying that, Diana.
Diana was saying
Where have you been, Diano?
Sacramento.
Yeah, he was down here terrorizing our city.
Right. Well, we got everybody in. I keep forgetting that I switched chairs, and I'm looking for my armrests, and they're over there.
I think you're better on that side, Maria.
Damn it. What's that?
I think it's better when you're on that side, the traditional
think-
hosting way.
I agree with you. I have to stay on this side because my controls are here, like my volume control, everything is here. So
And your left and
You're
right hand,
throwing me
right?
off, and I don't like that.
That sultry pose.
what is this pose that Chaka got
That's a
me?
sexy pose. That's
You
the
see
sultry
it?
pose. It's like,
Wow, that's a good picture.
I'm a bad dude
I'm
with the camera.
auditioning for Paul.
Is that Instagram?
Yeah.
Steady.
For the
It's a nice shot.
body model.
Oh,
Good shots
Is that what we do? Is that what models do? Like do like.
Some
Maria,
of them, yeah.
please stop.
Some
Just
of them.
stop.
She's got it, man. Look at her. Look at her go.
Just shot.
Oh no, Shaka's. He's
Oh,
taking
That's what
over.
they do. They do those on the red carpet.
Okay, I warned you two to stop. You know I got a
I have
screen.
to do a double whammy. I'm gonna put both of you.
I got, yeah.
You got what
We've
you
all
wanted.
been doing
You know
that.
better, Maria.
I warned you. I warned you.
I thought we were past that kind of thing.
No.
No.
Well, at least it's not like chewing food.
I will not miss an opportunity to catch a silly photo of either one of you. That won't happen.
That'll never stop.
I thought I told you that.
It's unwritten law.
Yeah, see, Shaka got it.
The fun would never
I
stop.
thought she was to like sing us out. But she's good. She was willing.
It's unwritten law. If anybody does anything daft, we're allowed to screen grab it.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to. We are required to.
We are required.
Yeah.
You're so daft.
And I missed it.
Marie, you know you got round about 6 minutes, yeah?
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna miss you guys.
So I'll see you guys later.
You and that.
You guys will
Yeah, take
hold
care.
2 weeks.
Campton, have a
Campton,
wonderful
you-
time in Shanghai.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Take
safe
care.
journey, man.
And
Thanks.
take lots
Thanks,
of good
man.
pictures of the food because I know you're gonna go visit your family and their great cooks.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
So,
gonna
yeah.
take
When's
lots
your
of pictures.
painting thing, Paul? Is that at the weekend?
Yeah, it's on Saturday.
But you can
All
see
right.
the pictures
Might
of
bump
donkey.
into you before then.
And I'm gonna try to. I'm
Say
gonna
that
try
again?
to do the
They
live.
have the donkey. You know, when there's that one area in China that is like an alley and it has all the weird, like what we would say is weird kind of food with the grasshopper, the crickets, and the
Oh, yeah.
donkey genitalia and
The donkey genitalia.
and scorpions and all that
Bye,
stuff.
guys.
Yep.
See tomorrow, Maria.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Shanghai, but if it is, we're definitely going to check it out and take some pictures. I'm not
I've
going
eaten
to eat them, but pictures for sure.
I've eaten a few bugs in
something.
Thailand, and I'm sure Laurent's tried a few as well.
Yeah,
If he's
I'm
been
sure
over there
it's
down
tasty,
down
but-
south, the bug stalls, I'm sure Laurent's tucked into a few trays of bugs before.
If
Yeah.
it crawls anywhere other than the ocean floor, I am not eating it.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like no, I ain't feeling that one. It's like I mean I would love to meet the first guy that said, grasshoppers, yummy, and punch him.
They're all right, actually. They're all right.
That's like, and then it's like I saw this one place, chocolate covered ants, my ass.
I just want to meet the dude who thought donkey genitalia would be delicious.
No, I don't want to meet that sick dude.
Well,
It's
wait a
like,
minute.
oh,
Wait a minute.
That's a
Well,
sick.
no, until we
that's,
try it.
that's not even a sick human. That's a sick individual.
Wait a minute. There's a dish called Perry oyster, right? So, like, you guys eat that too, right?
Wait,
Perry
who's this? You guys? You're talking about Rocky Mountain
like
Oyster.
the was it the
No.
Texan?
No,
the
you're
cow
not tricking
country.
me into that one.
Not
Captain.
LA,
I know
but
better.
not California.
No, Rocky Mountain oysters. I know what you're
Rocky
talking
Mountain
about.
oyster.
Oyster. Right.
Cut and fried bull testicles.
Exactly.
That's what
Right.
never happening. Ever.
No,
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 Shaka
thanks. Can I have
say
a
he wants to meet a guy with donkey genitalia.
No, that would
We'll
not be me.
fully eat that stuff.
Yeah,
Some
that's.
people do, and for